I'm just going to read a few, and these diagrams support them. There are various sort of themes in here. One is people following you on Twitter. There's a few of those in there. There are some ideas for television programs. They're not copyrighted. If you want to take them, that's fine. These earlier ones for all sorts of people later on, they've sort of ended up featuring for reasons I don't really quite understand. The Conservative politician Michael Portillo, and we have Michael Portillo up here. He's very popular in England.
I love that fan.
Excellent lips. Excellent lips.
Yeah, so I've heard.
The lips we make go.
Okay, so I'm just going to read from this and then refer to the figures as we go along. Some more coming around. Say there is N to say, but this telex antiquated. People still work there like drilling holes in Emmental cheese. Plot your mental state on this grid, figure 1. A, eat more rice. B, eat more rice. Ron Silliman is following you on Twitter. Sun and moon in the sky together, double space this for greater impact, figure 2. The blend of old new vocab is effective here, e.g. how she slappeth my face for calling her Susan. That summer in the marmalade factory, even now the bitter tang of peel. Ideogram, eerie portent, figure 3. I was in this, but later abstracted, retained as watermark. Dear Mr. Jenks, that's me.
Excellent.
Yep. I'm afraid there are no plans for sex shops and or owl sanctuaries in your area. Notation used as in meteor shower, figure 4. Ticker, breaking. Flaw is lack of central unifying theme. Meta-narrative, e.g. progress. A, B, could be apples, figure 5. Sample from the billowing cloak of Tobias Smollett, figure 7. You've missed vital plot information. Sample from the enraged armpit of Tobias Smollett, figure 6. At those bars, they've got these bowls of peanuts, polished teeth of mythical beasts, cutting her toenails at the traffic lights, scissors disguised as tuning fork, figure 8. C, they gave a dog mescaline. D, they put a bird in a bowl in a cat's bedroom. No tools left in this vehicle overnight. In the royal forest, I would have expired if not for the succour of a murder of crows, figure 9. Self-expression is dead, figure 10. E, frank.bmp, F, frank.jpg, G, frank.tiff, monkey, man, machine, monkey, monkey, monkey. Always better when oppositional, e.g. Dame Shirley Williams on a rowing machine. A belief in science does not necessarily entail a belief in rationalism. We are now working outside a recognised tradition, but this in itself becomes a tradition. The night the depot burned down, he was unconcerned, eating smoked cheese and liver sausage. The curious flight patterns of Arctic birds. Somewhere they are ransacking cities and replicating them in balsa wood. Instinctive scribble, figure 11. The reference points are inexplicable, as many as too numerous stars, figure 12. Possible titles exhausted by vehemence and vociferation. She said, get undressed while I fix us some noodles, and some men wait their lives in vain for this. Fun, death. I've long since smoked too much tobacco and the polished box is not yet empty. Sandwich of the day, figure 13. So to bed, the screaming of mandrakes as lull tide in the secret bay. The galaxy swirled through the belly. I could eat 4 or 5 of these, figure 14. The nuances ending fade, sketched towards the invention of a wine glass, figure 15. Possible titles, the indubitable significance of pickled herring. Alone, in, affiliations, Muggletonians, 1651 to 1654. Paris Communards, 1871 to 1872. Tesco Club Card, 1996 to 2002. 2003 to date. Possible titles: Whelks 1 to 19. The clear, steady light of a unifying idea, figure 16. Data collection benchmarks, 0%, 100%. What exactly is this about? Sound, could. There is nothing wrong with entertainment. Pollock, this is a biopic about Jackson Pollock. This is my summary, my plot summary. Pollock. 1, it is not going well for Jackson Pollock. 2, it is all going well for Jackson Pollock. 3, it is all going too much well for Jackson Pollock. 4, it is not going well for Jackson Pollock. Jackson Pollock is dead. Figure 17. Possible titles: More light shining in Buckinghamshire. Ideogram, ruined prospect. Figure 18. Jan Benegor of Hesselink is following you on Twitter. Fun, noun. Life is a collaborative project, like how they built that house with lolly sticks. Figure 19. If it make you feel better, imagine it sotto voce, lack of interest without possibility of conquest, the honeyed flesh of Ian St. John. Inequality, cat, human, dog, the clockwork mechanism of the universe, figure 21. Sample from the minor contusions of Joe Pasquale, figure 22. Recommend a high NRG style, e.g. Napoleon Bonaparte at an Aquafit session, figure 23. Alternative numbering systems, figure 24. Days on the island, figure 25. Magic Eye, figure 26. I'll just let you look at that one for a moment. Ideas allowed to decay, classic definition, figure 27. At night, the beasts by the Wi-Fi hotspot, figure 28. From the spent archaic. Missing, not act, but aesthetic, how the stand is held and questioned by light, figure 29. Kim Jong-un is following you on Twitter. Figure, iron ore production, figure 30. I'll let you have a look at that table there. You see Kimberly's doing the best. Actually, no, Nicola's doing the best. 6 raindrops, figure 31 notation. Tally, Friday. Ill-judged remark about the late Terry Nutkin's penalty, -5 points. Empirical sense data. The white bread from Co-op is always stale. Noted 17th of the 9th. Dear Mr. Jenks, please be advised that you left the enclosed slippers at the South Manchester Primal Scream Workshop intermediate level. North East Lincolnshire Council Golf Umbrella, 6 tokens, figure 32. Best thoughts arise when mind is disengaged. This thought of when looking at a plastic chair, this colour. As an idea for a television programme. Pharaoh. Brian Eno gnaws the thigh bone of Tutankhamun, played by Bradley Walsh. Thomas Hobbs is following you on Twitter. Dream, in which he moved his jacket from the back of one chair to another for no apparent reason. Tuzga, the largest trauma registry in Europe, figure 33. Dr. Johnson is following you on Twitter. Plot your mental state on this grid, figure 34. Importance. Please advise when the number of boxes reaches a minimum of 5, and B is the use of minimum. Correct here. L, protocol for holding open of doors. M, abolition of the bar stool. Dear Deirdre, this is a letter I wrote. She uses too much detergent and her noodles are damp, but I cannot tell her either of these things. He made us sad. He made her memorize the layout of the pelvis. Imagine this said in a different voice. After a certain point, there is no point saying anything. Theory of post-capitalist economy. Sex, housework, gherkins. Funny story. Insert here, that's one of your own. Just think about it. Her on the Manchester Metrolink map, figure 38. Teachable. adjective, triple dialect. Sample from the mottled underbelly of Benicio del Toro, figure 39. Microworlds, T-Mobile hotspot, Stoke-on-Trent. Dr. Robotnik is following me on Twitter. Suprematism, figure 40. The world, a text to be read, marks made explicit. Hugo Ball ringtone, download now. Prague, pasta, sausage, vision of the city as spaceship, Simpson, bilge duct, lift shaft, exhaust port, figure 42. The dream order, e.g. Switzerland, giant Toblerone, figure 43. The enduring glamour of religion or the absence of rationalist martyrs. Possible campaign slogans, the Archbishop of Canterbury, bringing sexy back. Jazz apples. Evaluate this statement. Ideogram, imminent trifid, figure 44. His tiny curved slippers tapping impatiently on the stone floor. A cheerful view of the horse paddock from the ornamental turret, figure 45. Dear Mr. Jenks, it is with immense personal regret that I must decline your application to grow a Leon Trotsky beard. Scratch and sniff, Kalamata olives, figure 46. I'd let you try that one out.
We're not that gullible.
Really? No, they're not Kalamata, you're right. Landmarks of late capitalism, cappuccino, frappuccino, frosted frappuccino. Crooked spire of Chesterfield, an economic consequence as a wristwatch fashioned by truculent elves, figure 47. The 5 signs of aging, figure 48. Sexy lollipops, figure 49. Muddled kumquats, figure 50. The smooth artifact is dead, figure 51. Lucifer, Prince of Darkness, is following you on Twitter. Thank you.